The crypto market has seen more green days than red days as of late. However, the next bull run may be imminent upon us, depending on what the FOMC decides at its coming meeting. Will they decide to raise the interest rate by 75 basis points, or will they be conservative and come in at only 50 basis points? Either way, if they come in at 50 basis points, we can very well see the next bull run kick into full gear for the crypto market. We'll get into that and more coming up right after this. How's it going, family? Welcome back to the channel, your source for crypto news today. Now, before we kick things off into this discussion, let me go ahead and invite you to click the like button. It will really help YouTube to spread the word about this channel. And last but not least, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We would love to welcome you into open arms into the crypto stream family. Now, guys, let's get into this important news about the upcoming FOMC meeting and what it could mean for you and I in those crypto streets. Now, there was an article that was put out recently by Watch a Guru, and the name of this article is President Joe Biden endorses Fed's policy pivot. Now, what is this pivot? Well, as you may be aware, as of late, the Federal Reserve has been coming in hot and heavy with that key interest rate being raised by 0.75%, or in other words, 75 basis points. Now, the pricing of the crypto market, the global crypto market, has seen uptrends in all of cryptocurrencies across the board. And I'm speculating this is because people are thinking and sensing that there is a shift in the momentum in terms of what the Federal Reserve will do in terms of raising the interest rate. I believe that they will, in turn, decide to raise the interest rate by 50 basis points rather than the usual 75 basis points. And if they do this, buckle up because we may be seeing what is the start of the next crypto bull run. Now, as we go over here, looking back at the article that was put out by Watch a Guru, we can see that the article goes into details explaining essentially what we're talking about. It says this: the market has reacted to news regarding a potential pivot as the White House has reportedly stated that President Joe Biden endorses the Federal Reserve's policy pivot. The statement has already had market implications and could imply more to come as the story develops. The initial statements from the economic policy advisor to the Vice President of the United States, Jared Bernstein, expressed the endorsement. Now, one of the things I want to show you guys is this chart over here. This chart is showing you over the last couple of the time period as far as November 1st, is showing you the price points of the in terms of the euro to USD chart. And what is important to point out here is the fact that there was an important jump in this euro to USD chart with Joe Biden reportedly having this reaction comments leading to a response in the charts. This week is specifically important, and it has seen several upticks in those expecting a decision on whether or not the Fed will pivot. Now, one of the things that I want you to understand is this: if the Federal Reserve decides to come in at 50 basis points, that is going to cause a stimulation, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, into not only the crypto market, but also the stock market. And the reason being is because as of late, the market has been pricing in these things to occur. Now, what do I mean by that? Let's take a look at coin market cap, and this will tell the story. If we look at this, we'll see that we have hovered around here. If we go and look at coin market cap, we'll see that we've hovered around here at the coveted $1 trillion market cap from a global crypto perspective for the last several days. And as of the time of this recording, we're sitting at around $1.02 trillion in global market cap, which is about 0.13% over this time yesterday. Look at this, the top trending cryptocurrency, Doge Coin. It has been on a tear, guys. It is up over 12% on a day. Now, the two movers and the shakers in the crypto space, we can see Bitcoin is the granddaddy of them all. It's been staying above that 20,000 price. Now, that 20,000 price is the psychological barrier. That psychological barrier to let you know that things are all all well when it comes to the crypto market. Also, if we take a look over here at Ethereum, we see that Ethereum has risen up to about $1,500. It was touching 16 and above, $1,600 and above, but it since retraced down to 1580 as the time of this recording. However, the key thing to look at when you look at this right here is to see that over the last week, the last 7 days, Bitcoin has been in a positive 2% up. Ethereum has been in a positive 8% up. And then as of the last hour, both have flipped positive. Now, as we look at the overall crypto market, we can see that there is more green, more lucky charms, if you will, than blood in the streets, in the crypto streets. So this is a bullish sign for what may be to come. And I am of the opinion that the reason the crypto market has flipped green is because investors are starting to believe that there may very well be a pivot in the tone, the hawkish tone in the Federal Reserve's opinion in terms of what they will do to help to thwart off that recession that so many are fearing that we may be in long term. Now, one of the things I wanted to show you again is this. Now, if we look at Bitcoin here in more detail, we can see, as I mentioned before, that it is up. It is around that 20,000 coveted price point that you want to see if you want to feel good about the cryptocurrency market. Now, if you look at this, we have this sorted by a month, right? We can see that Bitcoin danced around the 19,000 price point and then it dipped all the way down to below 19,000, right? But look at this. We have been steady, steady, steady as it goes. And then last but not least, we shot up to 20,000 and we've been hovering around that coveted price point for the last couple of days. Now, the same thing is the case for Ethereum. Ethereum is around $1,500, like I mentioned, guys. It's danced around the $1,600 mark. But the important thing to see here, it follows the same trend. It started out around 1,200 or so dollars about a month ago, took a dip around the same time Bitcoin took a dip, right, in mid-October. And we have since seen sideways trading. And then all of a sudden, guys, as we hover closer to the end of October and the beginning of November, we've seen a spike in both trading volume and also that price point. Now, with Ethereum, you want to see it above the $1,500 price point. Some people say 2,000. I'm gonna roll with 1,500 because that is that psychological barrier. Now, the other thing I wanted to point out to you guys is this. This is called the Fear and Greed Index. Now, what this shows you is a sense of how people are feeling. What is the sentiment in those crypto streets? Now, this is based on Bitcoin, right? Now, the reason it's based on Bitcoin is because Bitcoin is basically the foundation. It's the bedrock for all things crypto. After all, it is the number one mover and shaker in the crypto space. It is the most dominant digital cryptocurrency out of them all. Now, with that being said, guys, we can see that if we look at the trend and historical values for this fear and greed index, we can see that last month we were at a level of 24, which is classified as extreme fear. We stayed in extreme fear even last week. Yesterday, we were in the fear category. We rose from 20 to 31, and now we're still in the fear category at the time of this recording. But, guys, I have a strange feeling in my gut that after this FOMC meeting that's coming up on Wednesday of this week, I believe that the hawkish sentiment, the hawkish tone that has been seen over and over again as of late by the FOMC, I believe that, guys, it's going to be toned down. I wholeheartedly believe that they are going to come in below 75 basis points. In fact, they may very well come in at that 50 basis points. And if they do, all I got to say, guys, is look out. We may very well be seeing the makings of that next bull run, which is good for your pocket and my pocket, especially if you are in the meme token space, or if you are in those blue chip cryptocurrency space, or if you're in projects like Saitama, Shiba Inu, Doge Coin, things of that nature. You may very well see your portfolio going into green for sure coming up after this FOMC meeting. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this episode of the Crypto Stream. We'll be back, guys, when breaking news comes out, which I believe will be real soon.